Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I'm here at the Arc'teryx store in Lion's Head with my main man, Josh. And the gear here at Arc'teryx is known for being quality. It's so tough for some of the biggest adventures out there. And it makes sense that you would have boots that go along with this great gear.
Yeah, good morning. So today we've got the Procline ski touring boot by Arc'teryx. It's the very first year they've released this to the public for sale. The Arc'teryx athletes have been skiing and climbing on them for a couple years now, but now they're here available for everyone.
So these are not the kind of boots that you would want to actually take and go up on Vail Mountain and do a full day of downhill skiing, correct?
Correct. So the boot is very mountaineering focused, and it's definitely an alpine touring boot designed around uphill travel. The quick reference here is 80% of this boot is designed to go uphill, and 20% of this boot is designed to go downhill. And if you check out the toes and heels of the boots, it runs on a pin system. So it's a Dynafit specific binding that requires this boot. And it's designed kind of around smaller skis. So like you were saying, it might not be the best boot to go ski groomers on, but if you're going to do long distance tours, a lot of uphill travel, or a mix of, say, climbing, mountaineering, and skiing, this is a great option. There's a few cool features on the boot that really excel in that department. Yeah. You've got a waterproof gaiter, so the boot is completely waterproof. You've got a plastic bottom. On this particular model, you have a carbon cuff for a little bit of extra support, so a little more skiing performance in this orange model here compared to our other two. But the real big feature on this boot is going to be the walk mode in the back. Now, I've popped the liner out of this one to give you an example of how far this boot will actually flex when it's in walk mode. Ooh. So you get 75 degrees of motion, which is actually slightly farther than your ankle can actually travel. And the other big thing is the back of this cuff is split. So when you're in walk mode, you can rotate your ankle side to side, and that way if you're, say, on a knife ridge or have your crampons on and need to make a really precise toe plant, you can roll your ankle and plant your toe.
Oh, nice. So a little more dexterity there than you might find in some of the other uphill boots. So this is pretty exciting, the fact that you have obviously a couple different options, and they're all right here in the store. And what are your typical hours here?
So we're open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., 7 days a week. We're here before the lifts open and after the lifts close. We got lots of time to fit you in boots and get you going out there.
Perfect. And uphill access is available at Vail Mountain. You can go into vail.com and find out more about that. There's an uphill access line that you can call to get out there and maybe make your foray into the uphill world. But what's the difference between maybe this boot and the one we were just talking about?
So you've got three different boots here. This one here with the yellow is going to be our women's specific boot. So it's a little bit smaller last and a little bit narrower. The boot in the middle here is going to be, they say it's unisex. It's molded off of the men's boot, but it does have a carbon cuff, so it's a little stiffer for higher skiing performance. And then this boot here is going to be our men's specific boot with the regular plastic cuff on it, so more uphill performance in this one and the women's boot, and then more downhill performance in our orange one in the middle here.
Are you learning as much as I am right now? So amazing that you have these different options, and of course coming from a company like Arc'teryx, who is so well-versed in the backcountry. And then if people are thinking, okay, maybe I need to check out the boot, but maybe they want some lighter gear to make sure that uphill travel is that much more fun, I know you have them covered there too, right?
Yep, absolutely. We've got shell, we talked about a couple weeks ago, we've got backcountry shells for tops and bottoms in men's and women's with a variety of Gore-Texes and a variety of face fabrics. So that way we can make sure if you're going to be heading out on long tours or backcountry adventures, we can set you up with the proper gear, essentially from head to toe now.
Perfect. All right, you got it. Head to toe. Come on in. Say hi to Josh. You can be working all day.
I'll be here till 3 or 4.
Okay, so stop on in, and he'll get you set up with everything you need to make sure that you are, covered in the backcountry or whatever those adventures might be that you have planned. All right, you guys, that's going to wrap things up for us here in Lion's Head. We're going to toss things back into the studio. Nikki and Mark will be telling you what's coming up tomorrow on the show.